celiac, which is actually Greek for abdominal, is an autoimmune disorder that causes my body, specifically my immune system, to attack myself in the small intestine whenever I ingest anything with gluten, which is actually a protein from anything from wheat, barley, oats, or rye. Okay, now what I mean by attack itself is there's kind of a reaction in my small intestine between, well, the small intestine, or well, with my immune system, the bowel tissue, and then the gluten. It causes this inflammation throughout my small intestine that ends up really damaging these little hair-like fibers that we need to grab all of our nutrients for us. And these little hair-like fibers are called the villi. Now, when this inflammation occurs, these villi are damaged and shortened, and actually this is kind of what a celiac intestine will look like if it gets damaged too much. I know it's disgusting. Well, you can imagine what it looks like. So, yeah, I know it's gross, but over time these things do grow back. It just takes a gluten-free diet to actually grow the villi back to where they're healthy enough to grab nutrients again, and then it's just, kind of a, faster process of, getting healthier as long as you stick to a gluten-free diet. So I always had growth problems as a kid, and then problems with an appetite as well. But then a little bit later on, starting in college, I started having like really bad problems. Some of the stomach pains got worse to where, I mean, it was really like debilitating. I couldn't do much with it. I would get the shits all the time. I would have like this really bad bloating, even though I knew I wasn't fat. I was like an African kid almost bloating. And just let's see, fatigued all the time. I was sleeping like 10, 12 hours a day and still not feeling recouped. And then when it got real bad, I started having these little mini seizures, I guess. It would kind of start to feel like vertigo, but then I would start shaking, kind of lose, vision, things like that. And that's when things got a little bit scarier, and that's when I actually found my diagnosis. So I don't get all of the same symptoms that I used to, when I didn't know that I had to be gluten free. So like some of the symptoms that I'll get if I ingest some gluten, like say if it's something that I drink, like some beer or something, I'll get the shits for sure. Probably not stomach pains or seizures, usually because it just moves through so quickly. But something more like food or cross contamination, oh yeah, I'll be getting stomach pains for sure. Um, Chalk me up to probably constipation the day after, and then probably the shits the day after that. And then mini seizure definitely if I have enough gluten. Gluten again is anything with wheat, barley, oats, or rye. No, sure can't. Nope, not even most fried foods. So far there really is no cure besides a lifelong G-free diet.